Alrighty, folks, we are going to talk about Dion's amazing book, what is undoubtedly very quickly going to become an Amazon bestseller. Frankly, Dion, when you see that, make sure you take a screenshot because that is going to be so memorable producing a bestseller. But I want to talk about financial freedom for the lazy people. What was the vision? What's in it? Tell us the story.
The idea is the average person can reach financial freedom in 10 years or less, even if they're not starting from the best position. But they have to know it's possible. And,
Yes.
and I think sometimes an example is the way to go. So one of the reasons why I started answering questions on social media and then ultimately ended up making a YouTube channel, because I realized people were asking the same question. And instead of answering the same answers, I could send them a link to a video and go, hey, here's a 10-minute explanation on that. And I try to say this without insulting any of the three of us. We're average guys, right?
I am certainly more average than the both of you, but yes, we are all average.
Well, we're average. I think you're the most educated. I think Matt's the most intelligent. There's nothing special. None of us inherited a bunch. None of us won the lottery, right? It took decades. It took years to do what we did. Mm-hmm. And so the examples of us reaching financial freedom is, I think, what people needed. And it turned into YouTube, but not everybody learns the same, right? I was a CDL instructor, and I realized there's the 5 ways that people learn, and you've got to be able to present your information in at least 3 different ones so you can find one that resonates with the audience or the person you're teaching. And so the real benefit to me for writing a book on the concepts of how to reach financial freedom has been, how would you articulate this in a way where you couldn't use hand gestures, your tone of voice, facial features to say, this is how this works. This is the thought process that went into why I do things a certain way. And that is going to, there are certain people who just don't pick up on social cues or don't relate to the way that I talk, but when they see it in print. And so I wrote the book, and my idea was I didn't want to write a novel. Like the whole goal would be you read it through once, kind of like the intro to One Rental at a Time. You want to read it through once and then go back to the sections that you're doing currently. Mm-hmm. If you're doing an aspect of investing today, like you just closed on a property, what do you do next? Like there's a section to go through, okay, make sure I'm not missing any of my steps here. And I thought, I'll write this. I have some information. I started writing and I realized I have a lot of information, and I was writing on pages on a Mac, which doesn't use margins. And I don't know if I had the wrong font or something, but I got up to around 150 pages or so. I sent it to you. I got some feedback, and you suggested a couple of more topics. So there's a couple of topics in there because 150, not quite enough. Like that, if somebody's going to pay real money to buy a book, they should get all of the info, and it should be like, what do you call it? Thorough.
Right.
So I added those, and I got it up to 187 pages. And I thought that would have been great. Former cop, 187 pages. This book's going to kill. It's the cop joke there.
Yep. 187.
Send it to a formatter. I hire a formatter, learn how that even works. And they format it, and it comes back. It's 486 pages. So font, margins, I guess all of that matters. So I don't get to do my cop joke, but I believe 486 pages is a comprehensive volume of all of the information related to financial freedom, investing, real estate, that I've experienced in over 10 years.
Yeah, I got to tell you, taking on the challenge of writing a book is so much harder than people think. And it's funny, at least in my case, it wasn't necessarily writing the book, right? The draft, I'll call it the draft. Calling it a book's probably a stretch, but writing the draft, that wasn't particularly hard because it kind of just, it's our story, right? So it just flies out of you once you kind of get the outline and the sections going. But damn, dude, you want to talk about excruciating pain? Editing a book, right? That is just hard. Matt, let's bring you into this conversation. You're on the road in Chicago at the National Card Show, so shout out to you. Look forward to seeing what you buy. Yeah. But talk about this book.
I'm enjoying. I've learned a lot from Dion and how to be lazy, so he's done a really good job. I hang out with my friends all the time. I fly all over the country. Someday he'll join me. and not having so much on his plate, like writing a book and being the keynote speaker at Bigger Pockets and
Yeah.
teaching their
So much for
courses.
being lazy.
Yeah, and doing their webinars. I don't know, Dion. I feel like I'm lazier than you. But no, I mean it's awesome that I think the thing that I've learned from Dion, uh, he's an amazing teacher.
Mhm.
There's things that I never would have considered. If he covers a topic, I watch it
Mhm.
because there's almost always going to be a contrarian view there, right or wrong. But it's good because everybody learns differently. Some people learn with being pat on the back and hugged and handheld into the stadium, and other people need a 5 gallon bucket of boot.
Yeah.
So I think that it's great when Dion teaches anything. The three things you can count on is it's accurate, it's taught well, and it's taught multidimensionally where you can take different things from it. I know that what he'll write in that book that people will use parts of it in their journey, and then 2 years later they'll go back to it and go, I can't even believe that like that was in there, and I completely missed it, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what I think. That's how I think Dion's book will be used.
Yeah, having lucky enough to read through it, I can tell you that like you're absolutely right. Dion's the best teacher, probably the best teacher I've ever been around. But
Agreed.
he also makes you think. Like again, being the most educated of the three of us, I come into some things kind of like sometimes with a biased opinion, right? An educated opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then freaking Dion does this ninja magic, Jedi trick, and he just makes me think different. I may not change my opinion, but he certainly
Sure.
makes me think more intelligently and,
Perspective.
yeah, perspective and look
Yeah.
around the corner and go, shit, did I miss something?
Uh-huh.
And, producing a 486-page book that's the story. The other thing I'll tell you is his intention was to help people.
Sure.
And it just comes through in the book, man. It's pretty wild. So, Dan, you want to show this thing?
Yeah, just before we put it up on screen, there's
Mhm.
a teaching concept that I hope people understand. If you ever go, because you guys have done several presentations, your jobs had you doing,
Hundreds,
hundreds,
thousands,
right?
probably.
Thousands.
A
Yeah.
lot of those, right?
Thousands.
So when you're doing a presentation, and maybe this will help anybody who is ever going to do a presentation or to know why presenters do a certain thing. If you're looking at the audience and they're all nodding their head and they're all smiling, you're failing.
Mm.
When you have an audience and there are some people who are frowning, who are thinking, okay, I'm now internally disagreeing with what I thought 5 minutes ago because of what the presenter is saying. So many presenters will go, oh, I'm losing the audience.
Mhm.
They seem upset. My victory on videos with us is when I present a concept and both of you, or either of you, especially Matt, goes, oh, that's absolutely wrong. Dion's got a stupid idea. And then 5 or 10 minutes later, they go, oh, I don't agree, but man, you really got a point. Like
Yeah.
that's the victory where you go, okay, I have this new perception based on the information that I got. And that's how I tried to write. That's how I tried to do the videos. That's how I tried to do presentations. And so that's a teaching concept of making the audience argue with themselves internally.
I like it. I like it. You ready to show this thing?
Sure. So the forward, and I'm going to go slow over the forward so people in Futureland can pause this because the forward is actually from you.
Yay.
Okay. And so that you get, so if somebody goes to Amazon and searches for Michael Zuber, your books and this book show up.
Nice.
I appreciate everything that you said here. And then the example for this is this was about half a page in that original one. That tells you why it went to 487 pages.
Whew.
So the 486 pages, Matt, since you only have to go to 487 to beat me with this. I tried not to make this a novel. So out of 486 pages, about not even 30, because the intro and everything is up here, is the story of me. This is who I am, why you might want to listen to what I have to say. Everything in here, when it's in electronic form, which there will be an ebook release too, it's clickable. You can actually just click on, go to the section. But my story breaks it down to like when I was just as nervous as everybody who's starting today. What was the hardest part for me? I have a mindset shifts where these are the concepts that if I didn't incorporate these into what I was doing, I probably never would have finished.
I love this. I love that section. There's so much in that. And I think that's the section people will go back and read because, I bump into these still after 20 years. So people are going to go back there.
My favorite is the lost decade.
Yeah.
This is where my brother cost me 10 years of investing. Then there's the practical things, like these are the steps that you would do in order if you're actually doing. These are the steps that I do between each purchase. These are the steps I did when I started. I have the actionable lessons, so it goes through literally. This is when you're, when you're running the numbers on a rental and you're looking at doing this. Okay, I want to go and look at that today, so it's fresh in my mind. But how would I do it on a house hack? Right. Mm-hmm. I've heard so many people talk about the 4 ways rentals pay you. So I have the 5. I've gone through, made sure everything that I would need. I literally end the back of the book with, this is the book I wish I had when I was starting. How many times have you heard somebody in the comments say, well, it's really easy to get started, but once you have a mortgage, you can't get that second one. The assumption is you are, your debt to income ratio is just based on your salary. So I break down how that works. Then I talk about the strategies that I don't use and why. I mean, I go through the lazy systems. How does somebody with 18 rentals do everything in 2 hours a month? And so I went through, it wasn't that way in the beginning. Mm-hmm. The first tenant felt like it took 20 hours a week, just that one tenant. And now it's 2 hours a month. I do the dark side of real estate education.
Yeah, so I love that section.
This is where I take some things where people have some great ideas and they work for certain people, but not for everybody. I had to put in a chapter for the binder. I almost wanted to release this as a separate book, but it's not enough information to make an entire book, maybe an ebook someday. I got almost done and didn't have a section on house hacking. And I thought that would be kind of silly because
that'd be a miss.
Like I was writing and I thought, well, everybody knows that. It's really hard to remember what it's like to not know something. Mm-hmm. My Dionisms, the things that I do backwards. And since your name is on the book, I put a what do you call it? Disclaimer at the beginning of the LLC rant. This is my opinion, no one's else's. You can't come after anybody but me if you have a problem with this. And then the end, what do you do after you reach financial freedom? Yeah. And how am I going to exit this?
Beautiful. Matt?
I mean, I'm surprised it's so short. Dion, really tell us what you think about things. 500 pages is awesome. No, I mean, I think it's going to be great because people will use it and they'll, like I said earlier, where something will mean something to them in that time. Something will change a mindset. One of the things that, going to be important that Ash and I talk about is, married couples and doing things as a couple and recognizing that, she has her strengths and then she has her weaknesses and she battles through them to still be a part of a partnership. That's the stuff that I think impresses all of us more about our spouses, is not when they're really good at something and they are really good at it and they do it and it makes the team better, but when they hate something and they're not good at it and they battle through because they know that falls on their shoulders because it can't fall on the other person's shoulders. So like I said, I think that it is going to be a fantastic thing for every new homeowner or every new investor, somebody that wants to be an investor. It's going to be required reading. It's going to be something that absolutely people need to have. They need to know. And there's always something there in the book. And does that mean it's gospel? No, but it does mean that there's a perspective there, usually multiple perspectives, that you can glean some understanding from that will at least help you avoid a massive mistake.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it's one of the reasons why I think the one rental at a time community works so well is because we all know there's no one right way.
Of course.
There's one right way for the viewer, and the viewer's going to take something from each person and be able to incorporate it.
Sure.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Well, yeah, we know the book is published. It's now stuck in Amazon loops. This is we're recording this on July 30th. I'm going to guess it is available for purchase right around August 1st or 2nd, if not sooner. So I will make this. I'll probably publish this on August 2nd, giving it the best chance to just click. I'll put a link below. Dion, where can people find you in closing thoughts?
They can find me right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom, where every Tuesday I do a live stream that lasts as long as the questions do. And a lot of those questions created the sections in this book.
That's amazing. And Matt, thank you for joining. I know you're on the road in Chicago. Tell us where they can find you in closing thoughts.
Lumberjack Landlord, YouTube and Instagram. And closing thoughts are, like I said, this is a book that you guys need to have. Everyone needs to have one copy of it. It's going to be great to when you talk to people and say, oh yeah, we want to be investors. You're like, hey, then you've got to read this. Like, this is something that you can absolutely gift at Christmas. This is something that you can gift on birthdays. A lot of people talk about it, but they don't know where to start. And this will be a great book to get them started. But yeah, you can find me 9 p.m. Eastern time on the Lumberjack Landlord, just answering your questions, helping you in your real estate journey. Always honored. Last week, I think we had 70 or 80 people there. Nice. So just honored to hang out with people and listen to their story and what they're going through and see how I can help. Because I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars making mistakes. So if I can save somebody else that expense, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, when I really think about Dion's book in comparison to One Rental at a Time, Dion's book is far more practical, more hands-on. Mm-hmm. Like if you're just getting started, it's probably the first book to buy, even over mine. My book is not a how-to book. My book is just, hey, some guy got started. This is what happened, over 15 years. Dion's book, first off, probably double, if not 150% big, bigger than mine. I don't think mine's over 200. And, but yeah, I think I think it's far more practical, right? If you're looking to get started and you already know, right, you're already ready to rock and roll. Dion's book's the one to go get. So folks, if you don't have it, go get it. Fully blessed. I was happy to write the forward. And I'm glad I got a sneak peek. Guys, take care of yourself. Have a great week.
Anytime. Thanks, Mike.
Mm-hmm.